Friday Football Fever!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Week 6 edition of Friday Football Fever. Coming up tonight, we've got the Tigers on the prowl for a victory. Plus, the Knights opening up their home slate of games and the chance to hand out some more hardware. But first, the Longhorns back at home, hoping to rebound after their loss to open up district play last week. A whole lot of orange over the Student Activity Complex. Eagle Pass in town. United a rare spot with an 0-5 start to the season, needing some positive momentum in the worst way. Opening drive of the game, Atel Chavez getting his first start at quarterback. Third and long, calm and cool over the middle, then Gage Lozano doesn't rest. Winning the foot race to the end zone just like that, the Horns jump out in front 7-0. Well, after both offenses spell out, Eagle Pass putting something together in the red zone. The handoff to Thomas Morris. He's going to find his way into the end zone. Just like that, we're all knotted up at 7. Early in the second quarter, United trying to answer. The young man scrambling, getting a little loose with the ball. Going to put it on the ground. Great field position for the Eagles. United defense, though, would stand up tall. That's going to force a field goal try off the foot. It looks like it's going to be short, but the wind in his back doinks it off the crossbar and in. Just like that, it's 10-7 Eagle Pass. On the ensuing drive, another disaster play for United. Chavez with the completion. At least it looked that way. The ball is ripped away. The Eagles come away with the interception. This time, Eagle Pass is going to make it pay off. They're going to take it in for 6 from the quarterback. Just like that, the Eagles have jumped out in front as they make that payoff on the interception. A little bit later now, United needing to get something going on offense here. The quick hit, that's going to be a first down for the guys in orange and white. A couple plays later, Lozano back to the air, trying to drop a dime in. Lozano looks to get a knee down, a perfect pass here. Lozano going to get up pleading his case. Finally, they're going to make the call. Yeah, throw those hands up in the air. It's a touchdown. It's a 17-14 game of the half. The Eagles will come out of the break on fire and add to their edge. The Longhorns make a game of it late, but can't come all the way back. They fall this evening 43-28. Over at Shirley Field we go. Martin taking on San Antonio's Legacy, Southwest Legacy. The Tigers, another Laredo team in search of their first win of the season. The opening kickoff. The Titans on the return, trying to pick up good field position, but Martin clawing at the ball. They're going to pop it loose. Looks like Omar Berlea strips it, then Chris Dillard on the recovery. A great start for the Tigers. A few snaps later, Martin on the doorstep of the end zone. James and Villarreal right up the middle, knocking me tonight. Just gets in there. Martin taking a 7-0 lead real quick in this one. The good feelings, they're not going to last long. How about one kickoff long? This return going to go much better for the Titans. In fact, Jared Garcia breaking into the clear. 81 yards later, we are all knotted up at 7. We're going to have a back-and-forth game on our hands early on. On the ensuing drive, the Tigers not going to hang their heads. They go back to who else? Villarreal getting behind his blockers and into open field. Martin jumping back out in front as these two teams trading scores. They would miss a PAT, though, so we're all tied up at 13 after this little screen that's going to take it in. After that, though, it's all Legacy. They outscored Martin 38-6 over the final 2.5 quarters to pull away for a big victory over at Shirley Field. We're just getting started here on Friday Football Fever. When we get back, the Knights open up their home slate. Plus, we head down to Zapata, get the Hawks finish off non-district in style. That's all coming up when we return. We're back, and after a road trip north to San Antonio last week, the Knights getting their first taste of some home cooking this season. St. Augustine welcoming Castle Hills to town. They faced off over at Montez Field. The Knights coming off a rough loss last week, making a game of it early against these Eagles. Just before the half, though, only seconds ago, St. Aug trying to get off the field. Castle Hills, an explosive running back in Matthew Blue. Check this kid out. He's eventually going to put the ball on the ground and then gets it back, picking up a few more yards. Just like that, they've got some great field position. Couple snaps later, you can't let anyone get behind you, and the safety going to fall out of position. Blue going down the field after taking the pitch, finds his man. It's a 30-0 game at the half. Well, the opening drive of the second half, St. Aug getting a little cooking on offense. Marco Camaro, the freshman running back, pounding the rock, picking up a nice big chunk of yards there. Then the very next snap, the inside hand up to Aiden Ramos. He's going to hit the hole hard up the middle, breaking some arm tackles, picking up another first down. St. Aug would actually move the ball in. They would have a chance to score inside the 10-yard line. But a fourth down pass, they're going to fall incomplete. The defense would stand up strong on the next drive, and the Knights eventually find the end zone, but they can't ground the Eagles' attack. They fall 52-6 tonight over at Nixon. We finish up our highlights down in Zapata. The Hawks close out non-district Uvalde early in the first quarter. No score, but the Hawks getting a chance to change that in a hurry. Alec Pignon, 4th and 1, right up the middle. Nobody lays a hand on him. He gets a whole lot of green out in front. Just like that, it's 6-0 home team after they missed their extra point. The Coyotes going to come right back with the answer. A pretty pass into the corner of the end zone. Brody Carnes dropping this dime into Martin Malik. The PAT is good. The Coyotes back in front, 7-6. Well, after the Zapata offense stalls out, Carnes back to the air. Going to look for the home run ball here. Rolling out to his left. Instead, Gabriel Gonzalez going to win the battle for the ball. It's an interception. We're headed the other way. After the Coyotes would put a field goal on the board to take a 10-6 lead, the Hawks trying to make another turnover pay off. Landon Martinez, a play-action fake, hitting Andy Gutierrez over the middle. The speedster is gone. Zapata takes a 12-10 lead into the half. They would hold a 20-17 edge with just minutes to play, but it's Uvalde with the last lap. They find the end zone, and with it, a 24-20 victory down in Zapata. Checking out a couple more scores tonight. Cigaroa, their first road trip of the season, and it's a rough one. 36-0 the finals. They fall to the Dragons up in San Antonio at Southwest High School. And finally, over in Hebbronville, the Longhorns at home putting it on Banquet. 40-13, your final score over there. The Longhorns, unfortunately, well, fortunately for them, unfortunately for us, the only team in our viewing area to pick up a win tonight, but they do so in fashion. Big win for the Longhorns. We're not done here on Friday Football Fever. When we get back, time to hand out some hardware with our latest Player and Band of the Week awards. Plus, who reigns supreme as our King of the Mountain? All that when we get back. It's that time of the week where we get to take a look at the previous week's top performer, and for the second time this season, we head down to United South. Ray Trevino came up clutch time and time again for the Panthers. Their defense locked up the Longhorns, allowing only 7 points. Trevino had 6 tackles overall with a pair of pass deflections and an interception on his stat sheet. Making it much more impressive, this is the young man's first year playing football. While his coach calls him a natural both on and off the field, the young man credits his teammates and their execution for the award.
It was honestly the preparation. The whole week we planned it. We worked for it, we prepared for them. It's really big for me. It's something I want. It's something I earned or worked for.
Besides being a good little athlete, he's a smart kid, man. Really, all A's. He's a great student. But besides that, his football IQ, his leadership and understanding of our defense, to learn it that quick is something to be proud of.
I'm just gonna say.
Congratulations to Torino and the rest of the Panthers on earning this honor. Tune in every Friday to find out who our latest Player of the Week will be. It's not just the football players that make Friday nights memorable, but the bands play a big part in that too. Tonight, we want to honor another of our local groups. Well, tonight it's all about the Mighty Wolves of LBJ High School that earned our distinction as a Band of the Week. The performance group at LBJ is about 130 students strong as they perform their piece for this year entitled Alcatraz. The Wolves are led by a pair of drum majors with Isis Lavea and Juan Gonzalez up front and center. Next up for LBJ and the rest of our bands is the United ISD Marching Fest scheduled for tomorrow at the Student Activity Complex. Good luck to the Wolves and all those teams competing. Hopefully the rain holds off for you. Our football weekend got kicked off last night with a pair of games here in town, including all the way to battle at Shirley Field. United South made it back-to-back wins to start off district play with a 41-14 takedown in Nixon. The Panthers found the end zone on their first 2 drives of the game. It looked like they would roll. Nixon came firing back with a score early in the second quarter and then came up with a goal line stand just before the half. They only trailed by 7 at the break. The final 24 minutes, though, belonged to South as the Panthers put the ball in the end zone 4 more times. This one never really in doubt down the stretch. United South improves to 2-0 in district as they get ready to face Alexander 1 week from tonight, while Nixon now 0-2, a trip to Eagle Pass looming on Friday. Over at the SAC, it was heartbreak city for LBJ as the Wolves had Del Rio on the ropes but couldn't finish off the Rams. It was the defense that provided the only 2 touchdowns of the night for the home team, with Sebastian Palacios picking off a Del Rio pass and taking it back for 6. On the next drive, it would be Sebastian De Leon with the honors off the tipped passes. LBJ jumped in front 19-0. Those good feelings would not last long, though, as the Rams break off 2 long touchdowns to close out the opening half. Still, though, LBJ clung to a 19-12 lead at the break. Del Rio would punch the ball in 2 more times in the second half, and the Wolves can never add to their total. They fall 24-19. Now LBJ gets their bye week before their showdown with United on Thursday, October 14th. And finally, our King of the Mountain play of the week goes to Figueroa's Jacob Lozano. The young man last week refusing to go down, going to his right, coming back to his left, diving in for the score. He picked up the victory in our online voting over Nixon's Alexis Aldana. Congratulations to the Toros and to Lozano. He's had a huge season this year. He will take on the best play from this evening and yesterday. We'll see who comes out on top next week. Well, again, that's going to do it for us here on Friday Football Fever. United falls, Martin falls, St. Aug, another tough one. Zapata goes down. Hebbronville, though, they pick up a victory. Of course, last night, United South picking up a win. So the Panthers, the only of our Laredo teams to pick up a win in Week 6 here, along with the Longhorns over in Hebbronville. They win tonight as well. Hopefully, better times ahead next week. No Thursday night game next week, but a whole packed Friday evening. And we will be back here to recap it all on Friday Football Fever 1 week from right now. Well, have a great weekend, everybody. That's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here next week.